All right, guys, this is the review for your quiz that you'll have this week. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is fraction operations. Okay, so remember, I don't want you to spend any time just trying to work these the old way. I want you to do it based off of how we use our calculator. Okay, so for the first one, we're going back to our calculator over here. Make sure that anytime you're doing your fractions, you put them in parentheses. Make sure you do your operations and then get your answer. But we don't want it in decimal form, so make sure you go to math, enter, enter to get your answer. So for that first one, 1/2 times 5/4, we're going to get 5/8. All right, next one, we had 1/4 times 5/3. You get a decimal, we hit math. We hit, because it's on fraction already, we hit enter, enter, and we get our answer of 5/12. And remember, when you change it to a fraction, it already gives you its most simplified version. All right, when we move on to division, it's the same concept. You just have to make sure when you do 1/6 divided by 8/11, same exact thing, you just change your operation. Math, enter, enter. All right, and the more you do this, guys, the more you practice this, even though it is just in your calculator, it's going to become second nature, okay? Okay, so that one's just 11. All right, now number 5. Okay, please ignore the number order. I just copied these off worksheets online. All right, so then when you have a mixed number, so let's remember how to do that. So when you want to do a mixed number in your calculator, you're going to hit the green alpha button. So I'm going to make a little note of that on here. If you're taking little notes for this, you're going to hit alpha, alpha. Okay, so we're going to click alpha, and it changes it to a little a. We're going to hit y equals. Go back over here, y equals. And then we're going to click on number 2. So remember, the n and d is numerator, denominator. Well, we want one that has a whole number in front of it, which is this u right here. So we're going to click on, we're going to click down to number 2, hit enter, and then we have a spot for a mixed number. So our mixed number is 1, arrow over, 1, arrow down, 2. And then to get out of the fraction, we just hit the over sign, and we're going to do plus, and then we're going to do the same thing again. Alpha, y equals, number 2, and then we have 2 and 3/5. Okay, and it doesn't help if y'all just watch me open up your calculator and practice doing it as well. Okay, so we're going to hit equals. Look, it automatically put it in parentheses for me, and it's going to give me an improper fraction. So if it's just asking you this, you can just put 41/10 as your answer. But say it's a multiple choice question and that's not one of the options, you can go back to alpha y equals, and there's a part that takes a fraction and converts it to a mixed number. So you would just hit 3, and then it will do it for you. So it'd be 4 1/10 if it needed it in a mixed number format. Okay, now let's do the same thing for number 9. If you want to pause this video and try to do it yourself and see if you get it, I would highly recommend that. But I'm going to go ahead and keep working it. So we have alpha y equals, number 2. We have 3 1/2. Whoops, go back. 3 1/2 minus alpha y equals, number 2, 1 1/2. Okay, and then that one comes out to an even 2. All right, Last one, I was just going to give y'all one like that didn't have whole numbers in front of it, but again, it's the same thing. I'm just going to change it to a negative. Let me change that. One second. Let's change this to a negative 3/4, just so we remember how to do negatives in here. Same thing, make sure we put it in parentheses. Your negative is just going to go with your numerator. Okay, so we have negative 3/4 plus 1/16. And we get a negative decimal, but we just want to convert that to a fraction. And so we get negative 11 over, oh snap, negative 11 over 16. All right, and that is operations with fractions on your calculator. Hopefully y'all have that down pretty much.